Guys, what's up? What's up, guys? Boost here, man. A lot to go over, man. A lot to go over. Saints fall to the Rams 27-9. A lot to go over. Everybody, sure everybody saw the game. Uh, Saints got their ass kicked. No, there's no sugarcoating it. Yeah, they had a bad call on that fumble. That should have been a touchdown. Ref should have let that play go. That was not an incomplete pass. Should have been a fumble. But I mean, let's face facts. Saints got beat up front. No, there's no sugarcoat anything. Saints got their ass kicked. Rams beat them. Up front, like I did on the lines. Saints couldn't run the ball. They couldn't pass the ball. But you know what happens in the NFL. Yep. So Rams win 27-9. Drew Brees is hurt. What the extent of the injury is unknown at this point. All speculation. Doesn't look good that he couldn't grip the ball, and couldn't return. Would he have made a difference in the game? Probably not. Probably not if he was injured. If he was healthy, maybe so, but I don't know, because Rams still. I mean, you just look at it a whole. The Rams still controlled the line of scrimmage, no matter who the quarterback was. So it might not have made much of a difference. Would he pass the ball better than Bridgewater? Absolutely. Bridgewater was horrible. Bridgewater didn't even have 100 yards passing going to the fourth quarter, with Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, Ted Ginn Jr. The receivers that we have. He didn't have 100 yards passing, which was horrible, in my opinion. I think Teddy Bridgewater played horrible. The offense played horrible. Couldn't run block. And Alvin Kamara only had 45 yards rushing, 165 yards passing for Bridgewater. Michael Thomas was held in check because, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully Drew Brees isn't injured for a extended period of time, because if he is, the Saints are in deep, deep trouble. And I was not on the Teddy Bridgewater fan, base, whatever you want to call it. Because even against the Panthers last year, the last game of the season, I thought he played bad. He didn't play good in the preseason. He had a bad game in the preseason. They chalked it up till he was injured and all this crap. So I thought that was a bunch of hogwash. Anyway, so let's go over the stats, because like I said, the Rams really kicked the Saints' ass. The Saints committed a bunch of penalties. It really ticked me off. Really pissed me off, I should say. Every time the Saints would have a good fucking play, penalty, holding, legal block in the back. False start. Personal foul. Something would happen. The Saints would make a good play. They would get the ball, first down, penalty, holding, legal block in the back, boom, holding, false start. All this shit would really tick me off. So the Rams really kicked the Saints up front. Like I said, if you watched the game, anybody watched the game, you saw this. They saw the Rams really control the line of scrimmage, offense and defense, and they won the game. They should have won the game because they controlled. They just beat the Saints. I thought the Saints defense really played very well up until the fourth quarter. When the Saints, you scored 9 points, you don't score a touchdown, you're not gonna win any football game in today's NFL when you don't score a goddamn touchdown. 3 field goals isn't gonna beat anybody. So hats off to the Rams. Like I said, they played well. The Rams had 380 yards of offense. As a defense, if you hold an NFL team to 380 yards of all total offense, you expect to win a football game. The Rams, they ran the ball for 115 yards, only at 3.8 yards per rush. That was a lot less than what the Saints did with the Texans last week. I thought the Saints defense played better, a lot better than they did last week. But the offense was just garbage. As they ran the ball for only, 57 yards, 20 attempts, 57 yards, 2.9 yards per rush. not beat anybody doing that. Throwing the ball, it's awful. 20 for 35 as a team. A buck 87. Not winning. Not winning football games. The penalties really tick me off. Like I said, I can't find the penalty stats. But every time the Saints would make a good play, be a penalty, holding, blocking it back, stuff like that. Really ticked me off. Really did. Because the Saints were behind the 8 ball when Drew Brees got hurt, and the offense continued to make miscue after miscue. And like I said, every time we get a good play, a fucking goddamn penalty would pop up, would tick me off. So, really pissed me off. So a lot of F-bombs in this video, but it is what it is. Hats off to the Rams. You guys won. You deserved to win. Get that out the way right now. The Rams deserved to win. They won the game 27-9. They beat the Saints. Now the Saints, they got to regroup. If Drew Brees isn't going to play next week, if it's not going to play then the following week against the Cowboys, you gotta do what you gotta do. You got Bridgewater at quarterback. So they gotta clean up a lot of shit. They gotta clean up a lot of penalties. You gotta pass block. You gotta run block better. I mean, it is what it is, guys. So Saints fall to 1-1. Rams go to 2-0. And hey, so anyway, guys, have a great one, guys. Saints will rebound, hopefully. Hopefully Drew Brees isn't out for an extended period of time. Hopefully he's back maybe next week. We got the next. I'm hoping, wishing, praying. Guess what it is. Talk to y'all later. Have a great one.